I was going to school in Hope, Michigan. Ever heard of Hope, Michigan? Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And don't feel bad for me. I took it as an adventure. The door got kicked in, a man grabbed myself, a man grabbed my sister, and before the morning we were in Chicago, and ended up with a boyfriend and my mother. And went to jail with her 3 times that we can remember. She just couldn't give up the drugs. So I got into drug prevention as one of my things that I've done. I went back to Washington, D.C. to get a job with the president, and I met this gal drawing a picture of a tree the first afternoon, and I had to get a job with the president, which I did, and I worked in Capitol Hill. So this has been quite a ride for us. This state is my home. Why are we running for the United States Senate? Well, it really happened this way. I wrote a letter to the Republican National Committee and personally dropped it off in April, I think it was, telling them how to circumvent the mainstream media. I'd had a White House press pass for 4 years, and I was lucky to work with Raymond D. Humphreys, who was a great strategist for the Republican National Committee. And it basically came down to this: get back to talking to the local talk show hosts. We have 60 talk show hosts in Michigan. Let them call you every week or two, and also the newspapers. And you're going to circumvent the mainstream media. And by the way, the mainstream media has reputation too. I'm talking about those reporters. You're not cornering, but anyway. So then I get a phone call from the White House, and I get a phone call from the RNC, and they talk about the Debbie Stabenow race. And it really broke down to this: Debbie Stabenow has taken over the position of policy chair and communication chair for the Senate Democrats, and they're bashing the headlights out of the Republicans. And she's lost her focus. And Bob Carr, you've done projects all over this state. You can draw the distinction. Over at Claire's, which is opening back up, I moved that railroad car there, you know. The bridge in Portland, I got a call from Michigan State professor and says, they're going to tear the bridge down, can you help? And we were able to preserve it. And so, Karen and I, on the 20th of August, stopped in to look at our foster sister that we've had custody of, and we finally put her in adult foster care. She's been over too many drugs, trying to keep her calm. Her teeth are missing. Then we went for a drive to take her to a restaurant in Paw Paw, I think it was, and we have 2 minutes, and we went through Lawrence and Hartford, and these buildings were all boarded up. We got the Paw Paw, and I took pictures of 3 of the 4 corners were boarded up, and the restaurant we went to was boarded up. Well, I've been doing projects all over the state, and it's about, are we going to be downtown or not? If we are, you need space. How much space do you need? You know you're going to need space. And what we're going to do is we're going to get a theme in each of these towns, and we're going to move people back downtown. And it's not too hard to do. You go to Beaver, Pennsylvania, you go to Aiken, South Carolina, exactly what they did, and they became the Traverse cities of their states. And so I want to really emphasize on that. And we've been in Detroit every week, and we're working on this 10 block by 10 block project to take these 10 blocks. They all have a laundromat, they all have a church, they all have their favorite, you know, everything. And instead of being monstrosities, let's itemize them. My time in the Senate is focused right on Michigan. Our webpage is up. It's all about Michigan.com. Then the final thing was, Bob Carr, you're a farm boy. You've been on farms all your life. I went to boarding schools because I was tired of being in foster homes, said goodbye to the Michigan Children's Aid Society, worked on farms all the way up through the university, and the 11% vote that's lost in this state that Debbie Stabenow, so anybody who runs against her is going to get 43%, is because the farmers cross over and vote for the agriculture secretary.
Thank you, Bob.
So, thank you, Bob. There's a new website put out by the farmers, put Bob Carr on the Ag Committee, and that's what we're going to do, and that's how you win. Thank you very much.